So, okay students, we know that definition of quadrilateral and also properties of quadrilateral. So, based on with the help of that concept, we will move for 4.5 exercise. Okay. So, what is the question? Draw a rough sketch of a quadrilateral PQRS. Means rough diagram. Draw its diagonals. How many maximum diagonals we can draw? In a quadrilateral, we can draw maximum 2 diagonals, and name of them is the meeting point of its diagonals is the interior or exterior of a quadrilateral. Already I think you know the answer. First to write the rough sketch of a quadrilateral PQRS. So this is the quadrilateral PQRS. Okay. So this is a quadrilateral. So made up of 4 like circles. Draw its diagonals. How to draw the diagonals? Join its opposite vertices. P opposite. So P opposite is what? R. This is one of the diagonal, and this is one of the diagonal. Okay. Name them. Name them means here inner quadrilateral PQRS, inner quadrilateral PQRS. PR and QS are the diagonals. PR and QS are diagonals. Okay. Next, what is the question? Is the meeting point of its diagonal interior or exterior of a quadrilateral? So these two diagonals meet at a particular point P. So just I will take this point is O. Whether O is interior of a quadrilateral or exterior of a quadrilateral. So obviously it is inside the quadrilateral. So it is the interior of a quadrilateral. So therefore meeting point of its diagonals, meeting point, which point? O of its diagonals, lies, meeting point O lies where? Inside the quadrilateral. Inside means interior of a quadrilateral. So what is the question? Whether O is lies interior or exterior. With the help of this diagram, we came to know that O lies inside the quadrilateral. Therefore, O is the interior or inside of a quadrilateral. So, okay, students. Second question is of 4.4 exercise. Sorry, 5 exercise. Okay. So here, draw a rough sketch of a quadrilateral KLMN. Okay. So first we draw the rough sketch of a quadrilateral. So just simply we draw that. This is the quadrilateral KLMN. And one thing remember, when you represent the vertices, either you go by cyclic order or anti-clockwise. Clockwise or anti-clockwise order. So here clockwise or anti-clockwise. Once write K, L here, M here, N here. That's the wrong process. So either you go for clockwise direction or anti-clockwise direction. This is also one of the important point. Okay. So next, what is the first question? Two pairs of opposite sides. As well you know that. So here these two are called opposite sides. Opposite means like that, opponent candidate, like that. Here LM and KN are two opposites. This is one pair. LM and KN are the one pair of opposite sides. One more pair MN and KN opposite. Okay. So two pair of opposite sides. First one KN and LM. So this is one pair. Okay. One more pair NM and KL. So here these two are the opposite sides and these two are the opposite sides. Okay. So next, two pairs of opposite angles. Opposite angles means these two are the opposite angles. Opponent here K and M. This angle and this angle and this angle. So opposite. Okay. First one pair K and M angles. Angle K and angle M. And one more opposite. L and N are opposite. So angle L and angle L. So these are very easy by observing the figure. We get to do that. So next one, C and D are important. What does it mean to see two pairs of adjacent sides? What do you mean by adjacent side? Adjacent side is nothing but, so just I will explain you. So for example, this is the quadrilateral A, B, C, D. What do you mean by adjacent side? So these two sides have a common vertex B. This AB side and BC side have a common vertex B. Such type of sides are said to be adjacent side. These two are adjacent side. These two are opposite side. What is the idea? Adjacent means that two have a common vertex. With help of with respect to this diagram, what are the two pairs of opposite sides? Two pair of opposite sides. I will write first one KL and LM. KL and LM. KL and LM are what? Adjacent side. One more pair KN. This is see here KL and LM have a common vertex what? L. Similarly, this KN and NM. This KN and NM have a common vertex what? N. So KN and NM have a common vertex what? N. These two are adjacent side and these two are adjacent side. What about these two? These two are opposite sides. So last one, two pairs of adjacent angles. So adjacent angles is nothing but, here I will explain. What do you mean by adjacent angles? When you select two angles, for example, these two are called adjacent angles. What do you mean by adjacent angles? Two angles having a common arm BC. Two angles having a common arm BC. Such type of angles are said to be adjacent angles. With respect to this one, so just I will select L and M are adjacent angles. For these two angles have a common arm what? LM. Okay. So angle L and M are adjacent angles. One more. These two are also adjacent angles. What are those? Angle N and M. Angle N and angle M. So here N and M have a common arm what? NM. So here N and K are also adjacent angles. So because common arm KN. K and L also adjacent angles. Common arm KL, like that. So adjacent angles means two angles having a common arm. Adjacent side means two sides having a common vertex. So okay students, last concept in this chapter is circle. Okay. So here each circle is a polygon. So it's very important. What do you mean by polygon? Polygon is nothing but it is made up of only line segment. So what about circle? So just I will draw the some one diagram. So this is a circle and this is a point center O. Okay. Is it made up of line segment? So no. So circle is not a polygon, but it is said to be plane figure. But it is said to be plane figure. Okay. So what do you mean by circle? Some important definitions will come. Circle. So circle, radius, diameter, chord, segment, sector, arc. So these are the very important definitions. It will come till 10th class. So that's why this concept is very important. So circle. What do you mean by circle? Circle is nothing but it is the collection of points. It is the collection of points. So here I will write. It is the collection of points from a fixed point to the fixed distance. It is the collection of points from the fixed point to the fixed distance is said to be circle. This fixed point is called center of a circle. This fixed point is called center of a circle, and the fixed distance is said to be radius of a circle. Okay, what do you mean by circle? So circle is nothing but a collection of points, collection of all points, collection of all points in a plane, from the fixed point, from the fixed point to the fixed distance, to the fixed distance. So circle is nothing but it is the collection of all points in the plane from the fixed point to the fixed distance. The fixed point is called the fixed point is called center of a circle, center of a circle, and the fixed distance is said to be fixed distance is said to be radius of a circle, radius of a circle. So obviously center is almost represented by letter O and radius is represented by letter R. So this is what radius. Okay, so I have one small question, whether in a circle radius is same or different. This is also radius, this is also radius, this is also radius, this is all radius have same length or different length. So very important, in a circle all radius are same length, means equal. Radius is always equal. Okay, so this is the definition of circle, center and radius. What do you mean by center? So what do you mean by circle? A collection of all points in a plane from the fixed point to the fixed distance is called circle. The fixed point is called center of a circle and the fixed distance is said to be radius of a circle. Okay. What is the next definition? We'll go for next definition. Chord. What do you mean by chord? So just I will draw the rough diagram. So this is center. So here AB is said to be chord. What do you mean by AB? So chord is nothing but AB. What do you mean by chord? The line segment joining any two points on the circle is said to be chord. The line segment. This is also chord. This is also chord. This line segment joining any two points on the circle. So it is not a chord. Why? Because it not lies on the circle. These two endpoints are not lying on the line segment on the circle. Therefore, this AB like PQ and RS are said to be what? Chords of a circle. Chords may be different. Chords cannot be equal in the circle. See, this length is different, this length is different, this one is different. So what do you mean by chord? The line segment joining any two points on the circle. The line segment joining any two points on the circle is said to be chord. So what are the chords here? AB is a chord, PQ is a chord, RS is also chord. Okay. So we discussed what do you mean by circle, what do you mean by center, what do you mean by radius, and what do you mean by chord. Okay. So here radius is represented by letter small r. Okay. Next one, diameter. Diameter is represented by letter small d. Okay. So what do you mean by diameter? So here I draw the circle. So this is called diameter. What do you mean by diameter? The longest chord of a circle is said to be diameter of the circle. Or you can say the chord which passes through center of a circle, then it is said to be diameter. So this is a chord. PQ is a chord but not the diameter. Why? Because it doesn't passes through what? To center. So any chord which passes through center of a circle, then it is said to be diameter. And one more important, the longest diameter of a the longest chord of a circle is nothing but diameter. One must question. Chord as well as diameter. So coordinately respect to each other means first for diameter definition. Any chord which passes through any chord which passes through center of a circle is said to be diameter. Okay, diameter is the longest chord of a given circle. Okay, next one, segment. What do you mean by segment? We know that this is a circle, and what is this? Chord. A chord divides the circle. How many parts? Two parts. Each part is said to be segment. A chord divides the circle. How many parts? Two parts. Each part is said to be segment. A chord divides the circle two parts. Each part is said to be a segment. Here actually again the syllabus is very lengthy. In segment also like major segment, minor segment is there, but that one is not in your syllabus. Only definitions of circle, radius, center, chord, diameter. Next one, segment. Next, sector, last definition. What do you mean by sector? So this is a circle, this is a center, and this is also radius, and this is also radius. This OAB indicates what? Sector. What do you mean by sector? It is made up of two radii and an arc. What do you mean by arc? Arc is nothing but it is the continuous pieces of a circle. Arc is nothing but continuous pieces of a circle. Then what do you mean by sector? It is made up of sector is made up of two radii and one arc. Okay, sector is made up of two radii, radius plural for radii, and an arc. Okay, so these are the definitions. With the help of definitions, exercise questions you can solve yourself. Okay, so before going to last one, so what is that? Interior and exterior. So already we discussed interior and exterior. Okay, so what do you mean by? So here P is what? Inside the circle, then it is said to be interior. Q is what? Outside the circle, then it is called outside the circle. Here A is on the circle. We say on the circle. A